Hello YouTube, my name is Sharia. This is the Sharia Mac channel where I document my journey towards debt freedom in hopes to build wealth, retire early, or become work independent as a married woman paying debt alone. If you are new here, thank you so very much for clicking on this video. And if you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so very much for coming back. If you're new and you're a viewer but not yet a subscriber, please consider subscribing to follow my journey towards eliminating 6 figures worth of debt as a married woman paying debt alone. In today's video, as you can see, I will be tracking my net worth for the beginning of 2022. I did not do this at the end of 2021, and I don't have the numbers to accurately reflect my net worth at the end of 2021, but this is the soonest I was able to do it for 2022. And so I'm not sure how different the numbers would have been, but I'm confident that they would have been pretty close to where I'm starting today. So we will get right into it. All right, so tracking my net worth is something that I started at the beginning of quarter one, or maybe the end of quarter one in 2021. And the way that you calculate your net worth is you add up all your liabilities, which are added up here. And then you add up all your assets, which are added up here. And once you get the total of your assets, then you subtract the total of your liabilities, and then you get the number, and that indicates your net worth. Liabilities, if you're not aware, are anything that you owe an amount of money on. And assets are anything that are worth value. And how I like to calculate assets, or when I consider listing my assets, I think of, should someone have kidnapped my kids and they told me I had to come up with this amount of ransom, all the places I would go to get the money to pay the ransom. So I don't know why I think about it in that way, but that is how I think about identifying my assets. And although an asset that I have not listed up, well, I'm going to go over my list of assets, but one thing that is not up here is the cash that I have in my business account. And it's not included on my personal asset list because it's a business account, but I will consider adding it because there is money that I could essentially take out, and I probably will take out of that account and move it into a personal savings account, or partially take a portion of that to put into my IRA. But I do have complete access to all of that money. I just have not taken it out of the business account to move it into my personal account. That's something that I will be doing after I leave my full-time job. So starting with my assets, I have my IRA. I think I did explain that I moved my 401k with my old employer, which was with Prudential, into an IRA with Edward Jones. And I also hired me a financial planner. And so the amount of that account as of today is sitting at $49,368.15. The value of my homes are based on Zillow estimates, and I know there has been some scrutiny around Zillow estimates and how they have assessed how homes at a much higher amount than they were actually worth. And so I took like the lower end of the estimates, and it made a major impact on my net worth. But so the Zillow estimate for our primary home is $256. And as you can see, for my primary residence, we owe $99,600. So I did meet my goal of being under $100,000 on my primary residence. For my secondary residence, it's valued at $120 on the lower estimate for Zillow, and we owe $66,460 on that. My UNC 403B, which is the retirement account, or the 401k equivalent for my employer, is sitting at $1,645.81, and of that, I think $1,100 is vested. So that's probably more of what I should consider, because when I leave on January 31st, I won't be able to take what they have invested into it. I'll only be able to take what I put into it. I've already discussed that with my financial planner and moving those funds as well into my IRA. My M1 finance account is sitting at $346.31. So that is good, because I think when I did this at the beginning of quarter 3, my M1 finance account was sitting at like 80 some dollars. Cash is what I have readily available in my checking account, and that is at $310.25, but it will be a zero soon because I do have some bills coming out. My Freedom Fund is sitting at $5,831.55, which is almost 2 months of basic budget expenses. My Robinhood investment account is sitting at $450.80, and I am considering cashing that out and moving a portion of that into my IRA as well as my M1 finance account. Still sitting on the fence with that. My Christmas cash sinking fund is sitting at $250.06. It was cashed out November the 1st, and luckily I was able to not come into 2022 with any debt from Christmas, which is a good thing and major progress for me. My emergency fund, I did cash out $1,000 to pay for some emergencies with my secondary residence where my daughter resides. And so now it is sitting at $1,057.76, and I will be saving $83 a month to get that back to a full $1,000 for her residence and $1,000 for my residence. And then my income tax savings account is sitting at $2,313.88. If you subtract the total of my assets, if you add all that up, that comes to $431,743.02. We go over here to my liabilities. You see I have 0 credit card debt. I have 0 IRS debt at the moment. My student loans as of today are sitting at $123,644.23. My primary residence is sitting at $99,600 even, and my secondary residence is sitting at $66,460, which brings me a total of liabilities of $289,704.23. And when you subtract my liabilities from my assets, you get a net worth of $142,038.79. So at the end of quarter 3, I was sitting at a net worth of $45,399.18, and I have nearly, I would say, tripled my net worth. And I know a lot of that is solely because of the rising housing market, but 45,398, 18 times 2 is 90,000. So yeah, nearly tripled. I nearly tripled my net worth. And again, it is solely because of the rise in the housing market, and I hope that it continues to rise. And I'm sure our primary residence is worth much more than that, because we do have newer homes in our development, and there are other businesses that are coming to this area. So I'm sure that will continue to rise. Plus, we have made some home improvements, and we have some home improvement projects lined up for 2022. So that is exciting to see that my net worth has gone into 6 digits. That's exciting, and I hope that it continues to go up and triple and double or triple or more from quarter to quarter. So if you track your net worth, first let me know how often you do it. If your net worth has increased starting 2022, also share that down in the comments. If you are not already following my journey, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and click the notification bell so that you can be notified every single time I upload a video. Also, you can follow me over on Instagram. My Instagram handle is on the YouTube thumbnail as well as down in the description box below. And do remember that the debt-free journey is indeed a journey, not a destination. Bye.